endless labyrinth that reaches high into the sky, filled with nothing but monsters from the worst of humanity's imagination. I'm on to your secrets. Wait, what do you mean wrong game? What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Last time, we continued to develop our bonds and confidants as we have a little over 2 weeks before Medjed's cleanse. We've been doing a pretty decent job at developing our bonds and confidants, plus we've managed to max out our second confidant. So yay, progress! In this episode, we are going to continue to develop our bonds and confidants for a little bit longer before heading on into the palace. However, we do have a few things that we could do. We could either spend some time with Iwai or Hifumi. Guess who we're going to be spending time with this evening? Okay, so Hifumi wants to go somewhere. So this evening, we are going to spend some time with Hifumi. Booktown. And now we can have access to Jimboko, a famous book town, and a place that has actually a little bit more significance than it first leads you to believe. Alright, but we'll get to that at another time. For now, let's head on into the confidant. Thanks, Hifumi. May go there one of these days.
Oh. Sorry.
Must have been the Katsukuri then. Now, you could also say, I didn't mind, and you'd get the same amount of points. Phantom Thieves. Well, I consider myself a fan of their work. I think they're cool. It's fine, Hifumi.
I look forward to it.
Of course, Hifumi. Anytime. You know, it's interesting that she says that she compares herself to the Phantom Thieves because, a little bit of trivia. Hifumi was actually originally planned to be a playable character. But because the game was already so freaking big, they cut her back to just be a confidant. Alright. It would be interesting if there were two characters from, like, a different school, as opposed to just Yusuke. Well, you get what you get. I personally think that if they do make, like, an enhanced version, like there are rumors circling about with that Persona 5 R, that maybe they could, like, change up Hifumi's story enough to include her as a playable character. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think it would warrant, like, a brand new addition if they had a drastic change like that. Again, don't think it's gonna happen, and it would require retooling her confidant a lot, but, as well as a ton of other changes, but I think that would warrant, like, a completely different edition of the game. But hey, someone can dream.
Let's go.
Alright then.
Until next time.
Take care, Hifumi. Just a bit longer. we only have 2 weeks left, so we should probably do something about that sooner rather than later. But first, let's maybe see if the shopping network's on. Hey, finally! I wonder if I've been missing it because, like, I haven't been checking during the day and only at night. I figured it didn't matter, but whatever, we got it now. So we have Coolifer pads, 20 of them. Pretty useful when you have a fever for 1980. Coolifer pad. I want to say that just heals burn. I really don't need that though. So anyway, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Well, today we have 2 things from Ryuji and On, neither of which we are really going to bother with. What we are going to be doing first, though, is, once again, heading on over to Shinjuku. Unlike many of my other escapades here, this is one that I had originally planned from the start anyway. So we are going to get another reading from Chihaya.
What shall we do?
This time, however, we are going to be getting it in a bit of a different stat.
Now.
This time, we are going to increase proficiency. Alright, so we'll be able to get more points whenever we raise up our proficiency today.
What do you think?
Now, we're not going to be doing anything with proficiency during the day. That's more so for our nighttime activity. But I wanted to get that out of the way first. So our next destination is the underground walkway. I'm not sure why, but I didn't actually write this down in my notes. However, since it is Sunday...
Hi!
Oh, wow! That's some foresight. We have a drink, and it raises proficiency! Cool! That was actually well timed. That wasn't what I figured that would be for, because I forgot to write down the drink. I love it when things work out. Cool. So we get 2 points into proficiency. Sort of. You understand what I mean by that. Anyway, what are we actually going to be doing today? Well, today we are going to be spending some more time with Yusuke.
It's you.
And we are going to hang out. We're not heading on into the palace. Calm your horses, Yusuke. Yeah, of course. So today, spending our time with him.
I'm in your debt.
You know Kashira Park? Alright then.
Thank you.
Oh, so that's why you called me out. If you don't mind me asking, Yusuke, why are we in a boat? Now you could also say, I should bring a girl here, and you'd get the same amount of points. Thanks, Yusuke. Glad to be of assistance. Huh? Okay. May want to keep it down, Yusuke.
Hey,
Yusuke! Oh dear God, Yusuke!
yes. Well, this is awkward. How could this be?
Don't beat yourself over too much, Yusuke. I mean, love comes in all forms. There's romantic love, there's familiar love, there's love in the form of friendship. Love takes many forms.
I see.
quite sure I agree with you on that one. Oh, good on you, Yusuke. Well, that was awkward. Anyway, we're doing that now. Yusuke has the ability to step in with a shadow negotiation if a shadow turns hostile towards us. So, yay! We've got that on all of our current party members. Awesome! Huh? I feel violently ill.
Let us return home.
Yes, let's leave. Let's leave now and never speak of this again.
See you.
I rode faster than any man could possibly row.
Man, it's hot.
Okay, so what exactly are we going to be doing this evening? Well, we've got quite a few different options. However, we are going to be doing none of those. Instead, what we are going to be doing this evening is heading on up to our room. We don't necessarily need to do this right this second, but I figured it's good to try to stock up on lockpicks, because we are going to head on into the palace very soon. So today we are going to be making some thieves' tools.
Nice.
And checking our plant to make sure that it's healthy. So we are going to try to get this boost again, since I do have that boost from Chihaya, and I'll be able to get even more in terms of bonus points. So first things first,
I should write
saving.
something.
With a good amount of proficiency, I do have a decent chance of being able to successfully do this.
What do you want to do?
Now, this is something that we could have done for quite some time, but we haven't been able to do it since we got that ability with Kawakami. She can make a infiltration tool for us, but as Morgana puts it, she can only make one infiltration tool for us. So, we can, as per usual, we can only call Kawakami at night to do any of these activities. So, and if we do call Kawakami to LeBlanc itself, we cannot spend time with Sojiro. So keep that in mind as well. And I suppose it also stands to reason that you wouldn't hang out with your friends if they were still here, which I don't think they are if you weren't spending time with them already. Anyway, not the point. And the point is that we have a lot more items that we can make now that we are far enough in Morgana's Confidant. So, first things first, in terms of battles, we have Limelight and the Megiddo Bomb. The Limelight greatly increases the chance of being targeted by enemies. Essentially, it shines a spotlight on you, and enemies are more likely to target that particular party member. It's not necessarily a bad thing if you want to get the edge off someone else, and it is much better than a spotlight. But we also have the Megiddo Bomb, which deals 100 almighty damage to all foes. Pretty good if you just need to deal a crap ton of damage and you need a catch-all. However, this requires two new sets of items, the red phosphorus and the liquid mercury. these are much rarer items that we have not been able to find currently, but we will be able to get in the upcoming palace. Next, we have the palace option, and this thing right here, the Eternal Lockpick. Best item in the game in terms of infiltration tools. This is essentially a lockpick that never breaks. So, once we have the materials to make this item, we never have to make any lockpicks ever again. It is super helpful. However, as a quick note, if you are going for achievements, do not have Kawakami make this item, because there is an achievement for making one of each type of infiltration tool once. However, you have to be the one that makes the infiltration tool. It does not count if Kawakami makes it. So if you're going for that achievement, keep that in mind. We also have the Covetizer, which greatly lowers a palace's security level, much more than a Stealthanol does. And finally, we have some more things here. We have the Hypno Mist, which puts all enemies to sleep that are nearby, so you can just walk right past them. And we have, well, actually, two additional things. The Treasure Trap, which increases the chances of encountering treasure demons, which I may go for that, because that is actually a pretty nifty ability to have. And the Reserve Ammo. So the Reserve Ammo is one of, if not the only item in the game that allows you to refill your ammo while in a palace. By using this, all of your party's ammo will be refilled to max. So if you're running very low on ammo, you can use this and get everyone's ammo back to full. It is an extremely helpful tool to have if you like using guns. And especially if you use guns a lot more often than I do. However, even though we have 5 lockpicks, it doesn't hurt to make some more. And I'm not going to call Kawakami, I am going to make it myself. Hey! First try! For once.
What are your thoughts?
Alright, cool. I'm going to go ahead and make another lockpick.
What are your thoughts?
So we have a good 8. I'll try to go for a 9th as well. Maybe potentially get a 10th one. That would be super nice. Dang.
What are your thoughts?
Alright, so we've got one more. And this will be one that I use the treasure trap on. Got a lot of these tools, so it'd be a good idea to make one of these. Fighting treasure demons, always a good thing, especially since I have been using a lot more money than I've been anticipating. So it will definitely help to actually, you know, get a little bit more helping restocking on my money.
Yeah.
But we get a lot of points in proficiency from that. Even more so considering that we got that boost from Chihaya. Still rank 3 though.
Well then.
Damn it! Who's it now? Classic Yusuke. Day moves on to Monday.
Hey.
Alright, so what exactly are we going to be doing today? Well, today is finally the day that we stop slacking off. We are going to head on into the palace today. However, before we do that, there are still a few last-minute preparations that I need to do. First things first, I'm going to head on over to Shinjuku. And we are going to be spending, well, we're going to be talking to Chihaya. We're not going to be spending time. And rather than get a luck reading, since we are heading on into a palace, we are going to go for a money reading. Now, this isn't necessarily a catch-all. You're always going to get more money. You specifically get more money if you win using an all-out attack. So if you finish a battle using an all-out attack, that is when you'll get a boost to your money. So you won't get it if you finish it off by negotiating or demanding money. It has to be through an all-out attack. However, this is more than worth the effort to pay the 5,000 yen, because you will more than get it back.
Here we go.
Now, it only works for today. So just like the luck reading, it only works for the day that you pay for it on. So you won't be able to do it if you send the calling card, since you're going to be brought immediately into a palace if you go and do that. But for any other instance, always be sure to head on over to Chihaya first before heading on into a palace. Now, it's not the only thing that we're going to be doing. We are also going to be heading on over to the airsoft shop. I've been specifically holding out from buying any sort of equipment.
Yeah.
So that way I knew I had enough money. Actually, before I do that, I have forgotten for quite some time now to actually check out my new gun, the Chekhov 2. So it is a much more powerful gun, but as you can see, has a lot less accuracy. So yeah, but I can actually show you guys some of the things that the customizing weapons can do. Now, you can only customize weapons that you currently have on you. So if you want to experiment, then you're gonna have to buy the other guns and then experiment that way. If you really want to get into technicalities and see what gun does what, be sure to save before actually going out and buying them, and then looking at their customizations. So you can use these special effects in order to get the upper hand in battle.
Yo.
So now we have a new option.
Okay. Sounds
So
good.
for governance,
Be sure to choose carefully. Just
what
don't go
this will
using it for
do
anything
is that
dangerous.
we will get
Don't wanna
in
get caught
a
up in
much
racket.
greater increase in attack power at the cost of accuracy. So similar to the Chekhov gun that we have.
Alright,
For
which one?
Ryuji's, his holds a lot more ammo, a slight dip in
That's a very
accuracy,
serious
but a
expression.
decent chunk
Take your
to
time and look
increase
around.
his attack power.
Sounds good.
For Morgana, it lowers how many slingshots that he can currently have,
Be
but
sure
again,
to choose
greatly
carefully.
increases
Just
attack
don't go
power.
using it for anything dangerous. Alright, which one?
For On, it has a low chance to inflict dizzy, a massive drop
You
in
look serious
accuracy,
today.
a decent boost in attack power, and lowers the amount from 12 bullets to 8.
Sounds good.
For Yusuke, it has a low chance to inflict fear, lowers it to 8 bullets, lowers accuracy to
That's a
80,
very
but
serious
increases attack
expression.
power to
Take your time and look
152.
around. All right, which one?
And Makoto's gun cannot be customizable. Not all weapons will be able to be customized, so keep that in mind. So yeah, like I said, like some of these are pretty good. A lot of them is just deal more damage. However, they usually
Alright.
come to a drop in accuracy, so I don't usually like doing that.
Be sure to choose carefully. Just don't go using it for anything.
I'm
I
going
guess
to
that's
go
fine.
ahead and sell off a few of these things. I'm still wondering if I should keep on to the heavy pound.
Okay.
I'm not sure. However, I do have quite a lot of armor that I
should
can
be grateful.
sell.
I guess that's
So
fine.
I will go ahead and sell
be
all
grateful.
this crap
I guess that's fine.
because I don't need
You
any
should
of
be
it and I could
grateful.
certainly use the
You
money.
look serious today.
Gilded Vest. Alright, well I can
Guess
get
that's
rid of
fine.
this, I can get rid of the
should
Omono
be
Vest.
grateful.
I'll get rid of one of the Gilded
that's
Vests. I'll keep another one on me. Well, nah.
You should be grateful.
Sell it all. I can get rid
Guess
of
that's fine.
that. Is there anything else that I can really get rid of and not really? I mean, I could probably get rid of any of these. But that's fine. Now, since we are, well, since we had access to the palace for a while now,
Sounds good.
we've got new things that we can buy. So for our character, we can now get the quality Copus and the skilling
must be scheming to do
scalpel.
something.
This knife is really good. 140 power, 98 accuracy. So even more accurate than the skinning knife. I think I may want to go and get that. But I'm going to take a look at everything first before I make a decision. For Ryuji, we have the bush hammer and the spike rod, neither of which are as good as what he currently has. So we're good on that front. Morgana has the resting sword, which has a decent chance to sleep, and Shamshir, which is less accurate but more powerful than the scimitar. I want to do something about that, but we'll see. On has the whip sword, which she already has, and the hero whip, which is not as good, so don't need to worry about her. Yusuke has Jagato, which is pretty decent, and the Seishiki sword. I should probably do something about his attack power, because he still has his default katana. And then Makoto has the clenched fist and the hell knuckles. That one grants strength +3, so that still would be good, especially for her physical skills. I may want to get the hell knuckles, though, just so I can keep her accuracy.
Okay.
Alright, in terms of
which
guns,
one?
we have the Karura, which is a really good boost to attack power, and the
You look serious
Eliminator.
today.
And drop to accuracy, I may as well, in which case I may just increase governance. That wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, because it would only be about, what, 8,000 yen? Drop to accuracy may not necessarily be a bad thing. We'll see.
Sounds good.
Ryuji has the Hellfire shotgun and the Storm shotgun.
that's a
For
very
accuracy,
serious
might not be
expression.
a bad
Take your time to
idea
look
to
around.
at least get a better shotgun. That way, more damage and more accuracy. Morgana has the Northern Light and the Spirit Slaying, so much more powerful. It doesn't really matter so much for me specifically, again, since I mostly use guns for knocking down enemies. So I usually don't put too much focus into increasing my gun capabilities. But that doesn't mean we can't still check them out. On has the Tarantula and the Civilian MP. Not really much I can do on that front in terms of accuracy. Yusuke has the Rebel Rifle and the Hero AR. Nothing much more I could do, though that would be nice, but it's pretty pricey. And Makoto has the Ling Xing, or Ling Xing, I should say, and the PM Sheriff, which is not as good as what she currently has. And then finally we have armor.
All right, which one?
So we have the Retention Vest and the Plate Vest for males, and the Hope Shirt and the Papal Robes for just either or. Actually, the nothing would be particularly good on our character. Wouldn't necessarily be bad on Ryuji, though. Morgana has the Sparkly Collar and the ID Collar. So, very interesting. It probably would be a good idea to help increase his defenses. I could certainly use better armor. And for women, I've got the Dogwatch Kimono and the Elysian Robe. So that's what I currently got access to there. Are there any additional accessories? Yes, a lot. Holy crap. Okay, so there's the Night Crest, which increases all stats by 1.
That's a very serious expression.
Cool.
Take your time and look around.
Fire Mask, Ice Mask, Elect Mask, Wind Mask, which all increase evasion to various different elements. Stamina Sash, which is plus 20 HP. Brain Guard to resist Brainwash. Power Anklet, Magic Anklet, Strength Belt, Army Boots, Lucky Charm. All plus 1 to their respective stats. Shield Goggles, which resist Dizzy, and the Notebook, which resists Forget. Not really all that great. Interesting, but not worth it. Not worth 100,000. Okay, so that is everything that EY has for us right now. So, I am going to go take a good look as to what exactly I need and what exactly I can afford. And I'll show you guys what all I decide to buy. So give me a little bit while I decide what it is I want to get. Alright, it didn't take all that long for me to decide what I want to get. Just kind of roughly guessing what the prices are going to be.
Alright.
Although first things first, I am going to go and sell the Heavy Pound to help alleviate a little bit of the cost.
You should be grateful.
And then I can go and buy my stuff. So I am going to go and buy the Quality Copus for myself.
You better not use it to pull a prank.
And then sell the Skinning Knife. Thankfully, I will be able to make back some of the money that I'm using up. I'm not gonna get anything for Morgana because I feel like I'm going to be able to get something for him soon. So I'm gonna hold off on getting something for him. With Yusuke, I'm going to get him the Antique Gunto.
That's what you're choosing? Don't break it, okay?
Increases accuracy and have him deal a little bit more damage. And then for Makoto, I'm going to get her the Clenched Fist. Does drop her accuracy a little bit, but it will help her with her different stats, plus increasing strength by 3. It's all good.
You like it?
Equip that and sell the Brass Knuckles. In terms of guns, I am going to get something for Ryuji, specifically the Fireworks. Decent jump to attack power, not super expensive. Well, actually, Fireworks, that's a difference of 10,000. Yeah, I'll get him the Fireworks. And mostly for the boost in accuracy, plus the decent boost to attack power as well. I believe that was the only character I was really going to get something for. I was debating whether to change up Makoto's gun, but I'm choosing not to. There were no... Oh, actually, no. There was a piece of armor that I wanted to get, and that was Morgana. And I'm going to get him the ID Collar. So, increase to defense, good boost to evasion, and gets him resist Brainwash. Sparkly Collar would be nice, but that's not the... It's not worth the extra 5,000 yen.
How's that?
And then finally, I am going to customize my gun. First, there is Ryuji's Firework. I just want to see what it does. Has a low chance to burn, lowers it to 3 rounds, cuts accuracy by 10. It increases attack power by not a whole lot, to be honest. Alright, so that's decent, I suppose. However, I wanted to change up Governance. A nice boost to attack power, A bit of a drop in accuracy, but not so much that
Very
it's
serious
compromising.
expression. That's what you're choosing?
So I'm going to go ahead and customize this.
Good.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now I can sell the Chekhov 2. That's
You look
not a lot
serious
of money
today.
that I get back, all things considered, but it is an enhancement for the weakest gun. So yeah, we'll go ahead and sell
guess
that,
that's fine.
recoup some more money, I
Let's
suppose.
come again.
All right. The only other thing that I would potentially do would be to go to Takemi's. However, I think I am good. I did off-screen buy a soothing soba at the convenience store, so I've got one of those again. I think otherwise we're good. With the adhesive bandage, I can do effective healing and still get my SP back. So I don't think it's overly necessary to go to Takemi to get any additional healing stuff. So with that, let's head on over to the hideout.
Okay.
Everyone's here.
Okay, well, just like usual, let's go ahead and hold a meeting before heading on into the palace and watch as our party members berate us for taking too long.
Hey, let's start the strategy meeting.
Really, saying nothing about the shadows. Alright, cool. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's infiltrate the palace.
Come on, let's go. Okay, let's get to work. Come on, Joker.
Alright, and now we can infiltrate the palace proper. Now, there are a few things that are, well, available to us here. For one, we can go around this way to where we first, entered the pyramid. And see that there's actually a few other things that we can do over here. We can jump on over to where this scaffolding is. Go across here. See that there is treasure. And then... Whee! That does absolutely nothing, but it's fun. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and activate the treasure trap now. I guess I have to actually be in the dungeon itself. And technically we're outside of the safe room. Alright, game, sure. Well, at any rate, now that we have begun infiltrating the palace by, reaching the palace, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5. With our preparations complete, we can now begin the infiltration proper. We're done with confidants for the time being, and now we are going to go and explore Futaba's Pyramid. There is a lot for us to do here, so we're gonna be here for a little while. But with all the preparations that we've made, we should be all right. So until next time, everyone, take care.